Allow me to introduce ITK, a limited liability company based in Jablonec nad Nisou, which was founded in 1990. Our main activity is the supply of first-class technologies for the storage and distribution of petroleum products and other chemicals, in full compliance with the most demanding environmental and legislative requirements. At ITK, we have a first-rate team of experts and trained technicians, both on the domestic market and abroad, where we cooperate with our foreign partners in the supply, installation and servicing of vacuum and pressurized leak detectors and plastic linings. We provide cleaning and inspection of tanks, inspections and pressure tests of pipelines, inspections of leak detectors and tank linings, all with a guaranteed service. When lining tanks, single skin underground or above ground tanks are turned into double skins as required by the binding European standards 13160. The liner might also be used to repair a damaged double skin tank. We line tanks using a universal plastic lining suitable for all types of fuels, including those with added ethanol and methanol. The type of fuel stored can be, after the tank has been properly cleaned, changed as needed. We produce the plastic linings in our plant in Jablonec nad Nisou based on the measurements of individual tanks according to a simple sketch in our form. The plastic lining is welded from a flexible polymer foil and is coated with a conductive layer, which guarantees the discharge of static through the earthing of the tank to the ground. This system has been tested and certified by the Physical Technical Testing Institute. The ATEX certificate attests to the system's suitability for use in an explosive environment. The quality of the material and welds is guaranteed. Each lining produced is subjected to a vacuum test and has a leak report issued. Before installing the lining, the remnants of the stored medium must be drained, the tank cleaned, and its adjustment and inspection carried out. The work is performed using leak detectors for measuring the explosiveness of fumes. The tank can only be entered when there is zero risk of explosion. Defectoscopy is performed in the tank, measuring the strength of the material in the walls. In places where there is a large loss of material or rust, the tank is repaired in accordance with local regulations and sanded down. The whole of the treated and sanded tank is lined with a certified conductive intermediate layer of non-woven fabric. The lining, wrapped in a protective cover, is carefully placed in the prepared tank. It is unwrapped and unfolded so that the dome of the lining sits under the neck of the tank dome. After alignment, the fan hose is attached to the neck of the dome, which inflates the plastic lining. When the lining is sufficiently inflated, an expander ring is fitted. To seal the ring, first a special sealing tape must be glued into the dome of the tank. The tape is glued in two layers, one on top of the other. Before attaching the ring itself, its seating on the tape must be checked, and if necessary, the tape should be knocked into place. While installing the ring, the correct seating is checked continuously. When tightening, the ring should be tapped into place for correct seating and full tightening. Any air remaining between the lining and the tank wall is sucked out by a vacuum pump through the outlet of the intermediary space at a specified vacuum. The tightness of the vacuum indication system is then checked for leaks. After the vacuum check, the dome cover is installed with all its connections, the tank is marked with a warning label and the shaft is closed. The service includes the installation of a vacuum leak detector for monitoring leaks in the intermediary space between the outer steel casing and the inner plastic lining. In the event of a breach of the tank casing or lining, the vacuum in the space between the lining and the tank casing will change and the leak detector will immediately indicate the fault with an audio and visual signal. This system reports leaks before oil substances enter the environment or before groundwater enters the tank space, thus preventing ecological and economic damage. Tank faults are reported before an accident occurs. The vacuum in the intermediary space stops the internal corrosion of the tank, and in the event of a breach in the inner or outer casing, it is easy to repair compared to other double skin systems. This method is fast and allows the minimization of downtime, meaning minimal loss of profit for a petrol station owner. This is carried out according to the current European standard EN 13160, where this method is one of the first category of leak indications, which means the highest degree of protection. Compliance with requirements of this standard has been tested and approved by German certification bodies TÜV Nord, TÜV Süd and Deutsches Institut für Bautechnik. For this activity, our company has implemented a new environmental quality system according to ISO 9001 Quality Management System, ISO 14001 System of Management of Safety and Protection at Work, and ISO 45001 Environmental Management System. If, after watching this video, you have decided to cooperate with ETK, you can be sure that you have made the right decision. Our company has installed thousands of tanks to the satisfaction of all our customers as well as the inspection authorities around the world. Since the beginning of its existence, ETK represents its products regularly in international exhibitions and competitions, where we have been granted an award for quality several times. Our company will provide you with affordable technology with guaranteed reliability and quality. ETK, a limited liability company based in Jablonec nad Nisou, is looking forward to further cooperation.